day. I'm live in a very different for me location. Not just the fact that I'm in New Jersey and it's been a few weeks, but I'm in New Jersey in a parking lot trying to get my way from South Jersey back to North Jersey. Yay! So how we do this is we share what we are grateful for, and there's a truck going by. It's going to be one of those fabulous days. We share what we're grateful for. We share what our intention for this week may be, and those intentions can be what you want to do, how you want to feel, even if you're grateful for the fun noises. Oh, that's right. You guys probably can't hear that because of how live streaming works on YouTube. So anyway, I'm grateful that Sally got in here early. Um, One of the ironies of my stream, Sally, and others is I usually start on the half hour. So here in New Jersey, it's 12:30, 12:31, where you are. Except I think India does a little slightly differently, I believe. But other than that, hi Pam, so glad to see you. I am a road warrior. I don't know if it's raining where you are, K and Row, but I was driving along, I'm like, "Oh, man, I need to pull off." Ugh, I couldn't see, and then at one point oh, good, food prepping. Hi, Lori. Food prepping and watching and listening is cool. I like to multitask. But, driving down the highway, like a two-lane highway, there was a car that had just gone through a huge puddle and was halfway in my lane. I'm like, "I need to pull off," so that's what I did. So, anyway just light rain now. Well, I looked at the weather for Sussex and it shows rain, so we'll see. As I tried to go further and I did, and then they're like, "Alert, alert, alert in your area. Stop traveling, you crazy people who are traveling." So I might go back on the road soon because I've been stopped here for about an hour. Anyway, hi Juliet, how are you? Hi Cheryl. Hello. You were looking for me at 9. I know, I also put the wrong time. It's just, my brain this week is bound to be like, like a spider web. It's not sticky, but not sticky in the right way. So I'm really grateful that you're all here. I'm grateful to hear what your gratitudes are. If you want to put them in the chat, that'd be fabulous. And then what happens is when we share our gratitudes publicly, and in a group, it tends to amplify our gratitude. It gives us that great energy to work from and work in. So I'm grateful that we're here together, and that some of us are tenacious. And my family, we say tenacious, not stubborn mules. Either one fits. Um, my kids knew that vocabulary word very young. I am grateful that we have cell phones and that we can come on live streams during cell phones. Oh, I'm so grateful. Pam says her daughter is visiting. That is lovely. And it's better for Cheryl because we're at lunch right now. And it's so nice because Judith is here and she's greeting everybody. I love that. Grateful for Lori being here, grateful for Kay and Roe. Grateful Judith says she can be here for a few minutes. I'm grateful that Lori has food that she can prep with. Grateful for all of those good things. I'm also grateful that I'm headed back to Sussex County. It's been a while since I've been there. Grateful for having healthy food to eat. Oh, Oki's Eden is here. Glad to see you. Oki's has some amazing things growing in his garden. I'm really excited about the pumpkins. So I'm glad that Jason's here today. I'm going to make it easier for people to follow you, Jason. I really like to make it easy for y'all, my people who I know well, to follow each other. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. So anyway, great to be here on a Monday morning. So what else? Well, what other gratitudes do we have to share today? I'm really grateful for each person who's here. Oh, Pam says, thankful how to do summer school online because it's been less stressful. I would agree. I really would like to do some more education. I almost said education online. So that would be fun for me. Um, Sally, when am I coming back to Pittsburgh? I'm looking at August. I'm looking at August because I want to record at the 9/11 spot where that beautiful memorial is for the plane that went down on purpose in the garden, in the farmland out there. If you haven't been, you'll get to see it on that video that I'm making because I have a story that I'll be reading from Chicken Soup for the Soul of America that was published, and it's still so relevant to my message in there that was originally what I told my then 9-year-old daughter, as well as the people who subscribed to my newsletter back then. I had like 17,000 subscribers at that time on the newsletter. It was a different world. That was 25 years ago. And people were really concerned because they heard that America's under distress, and so people were nervous. My subscribers from all over the world were wanting to make sure I was okay. So the letter that I wrote, the essay that I wrote for Chicken Soup for the Soul of America started to my audience on my e-zines that we had back then. That was like pre-blog. So that was like the people who were reading my before there was blog. That's how that came to be. Oh, a fresh tomato sandwich. Oh my gosh, I love tomatoes. I love tomatoes. Nothing like fresh out of the garden tomatoes. I'm hopeful that I can get some when I get back to North Jersey. There's great farms near where I live there. I miss you too, Sally. I miss you. Pam, okay, summer school, I got that one. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so more of them gratitudes is great. We're so lucky that we have healthy food, we have homegrown food, we have plenty, we have joy. I'm grateful that I'm on my way back to where I've been living for a while. I do have one more house sit coming up in May in August, not in May, and then I'll be hanging up my house sitting hat for a while. The only reason I'm going back to Amherst is because I love Amherst, and that way I can see some places there that I don't tend to get to unless I have a reason like house sitting. So I will be doing that, which means I'll be able to walk more of the Robert Frost Trail. You all know me, and coupling poetry with being out on a trail is like secret sauce wonderfulness. So I'm grateful that when I was there last time, I learned more about that trail. You're grateful for AC because it's 92 there. In Maryland, the last couple days, it was in the high 90s. It was brutal. Oh, that's so nice of you to say, Sally. Sally says I give the best hugs. My hugs are world renowned, and I'm always grateful for the chance to give them to people. Oh, it's so fun. Juliet says, I'll be in Eatonton, New Jersey for a couple of weeks. Dislike her job, but grateful I had the opportunity to visit all your family and friends who were there. What part of Jersey is Eatontown? That's ringing a bell. Oh, back down in the 70s, Canro says. It looks like when I will be in North Jersey before I go have my surgery in Maryland, I will be I'll have those pleasant temperatures, and I'm really looking forward to getting out and about in those temperatures again in the 70s. I think the hottest will be like 80 on Wednesday. Monmouth County. I'll look it up. It'd be fun to meet you, Juliet, if at all possible. I'm grateful that I'm calm today. I've been off and on anxious about my surgery on Friday. If you're a praying kind of person, I'd appreciate prayers. My son's flying in on Thursday. I would ask for your prayers that he has safe travel. Um, when I was house sitting, that's why I stayed an extra day because the flight from France to Maryland is rerouted to Boston because of weather. So I'm praying that when Thursday comes along, the weather will be great and he'll fly right in, right on time, and he'll be able to help me out when I'm in surgery and after surgery, before and after surgery. So, hey, Ninja, good to see you. It's okay. You're on exactly the right time. You are here at exactly the right time, and so, what are you grateful for today? It's a gratitude party. So, that's my intention is to say calm and peaceful this week, and intentions, put them in the chat so we can all support one another. Yes, it would make your work shift fun. I've been known to meet YouTubers. That's one of my blessings is I get to meet YouTubers along the way. Yes, I think surgeries are nerve-wracking, Judith. I think the lead up is the scariest part. Um, I think that's the scariest part. And also for me, it's tricky because since I know more about valley fever than the doctors here, it's a tricky thing because I want to tell them how to do their jobs. And so there's things that I see on my because I look at myself all the time, like, oh yeah, look at this, look at these little things, look at that. And I will review with my doctor I'm before they give me the medicine that'll make me go to sleep, which I'm hopeful will be very relaxing and not bad. So anyway, I'm grateful for the technology and I'm grateful for the care. And I'm grateful that because my disease is rare here, it is seen as something to study and something of great interest. And that's a huge blessing. That's a really big blessing. I'm trying to look at it that way. I'm also grateful I've had more time to read. And because I won't have use of my right hand, I'm grateful that I'm being creative with doing things more with my left hand and with my voice. Oh, Lori, you can't wait for your next surgery in November. Lori, that's so good to hear. That makes me feel happy. Makes me feel happy that you're so upbeat about it. I have some other friends who get lots of surgeries, so Ninja, I'm glad that you got to stand up for yourself today. That's a great thing to be grateful for. I'm grateful that Lori has such a good attitude about surgeries and doctors and all of that. That's really good. Um, I'm grateful that so many people are commenting on the video I put out today. That was really great. Thank you for those of you who've done that already. I think it struck a lot of chords for people. I was editing because I've been stuck here for a bit. I'm editing my next video that will probably come out on Wednesday. That's about glimmers and gratitude. Which, hello, that's one of my specialties. But glimmers and gratitude when you're anxious, since I've been anxious quite a bit the last few days. If you have not liked this video, it would make my day if you would like it. And it's really always such a pleasure to have you. Just tap that thumbs up. That would be wonderful. Um, mm, 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 mm. So does anybody want to guess where I am exactly? Not city, but what kind of a place am I parked in? Would anyone like to guess what kind of a place that I'm parked in? Oh, I think it's kind of funny. Oh, you're having okay, Juliet's having fusion surgery on her finger on 7/27. Yes. Yes, yes. We will be fun lefties. That's right, Juliet. We talked about that. So you're getting surgery here in Jersey because that's coming right up. Well, on 7/27, my sutures will be out. So I'm getting my sutures out on 7/23. I've already told my daughter in South Jersey, I said, my biggest fear is being really annoying and needy because I don't like being either of those. And then my second one is that I will be annoying. My neediness will become annoying. And she just looks at me like, Mom. And she will be coming with me to Maryland for the suture removal, I think, just because I'm a chicken. I don't want to go get my sutures removed by myself. But the other thing that I've learned while I was traveling is that oh, in Kansas. Okay. All right. Back in Kansas City where you're living after your business trip. Okay. Well, I can't help you down there, but I was going to say I have numerous friends in Virginia area um and in Maryland. I have like 3 friends in that area in the DMV who volunteered to help me if I need it. So that's really sweet. That is so sweet. Um and so I know that sometimes I feel and also I have a church family there now because I went to church 3 times on this trip, back to a church I've been to before, and that was really nice. They're so nice there, and they have people, in the congregation from Malawi and Cameroon, and since I have family, not by blood, but family from heart from Cameroon, it's always really exciting to connect with families from those parts of the country and world. A fast food restaurant, Julie? Yes, I'm in a yep, K and Row. Yes, I'm at McDonald's. I'm at McDonald's in what am I near? I can't even think what the town is, but yes, I'm at McDonald's. Not imbibing in any Big Macs or anything though, none of that stuff. Okay. Wow, I've been he no, it's 13 minutes. I'm like, "Have I been here? Is it 1 o'clock?" Okay, and, thank you for Ninj, for mentioning your intention to stay focused on your debt pay down this week. That's excellent. That's really excellent news. Well done. Job well done. So I guess my intention is peaceful and calm, and the action that's my being. I want to be peaceful and calm throughout the week. I'm also really grateful that my son is coming out to New Jersey to be with me. I'm really excited about after surgery. I'm most excited after surgery that I can go to the park and watch. This is pure Julie. Watch my son and my granddaughter play together. Because I told her this morning, I said, Uncle Samuel's my baby. He's my baby. I apologize, Samuel, if you're watching this, but he's my baby. And he's so good with little ones. I'm really excited to see them spend quality time together. Typos are cool. For Juliet, yes. That's okay. That's okay. I'm sure it's okay with Juliet also. Okay, so yes, we will be lefties. Juliet and I will be lefties together because we're both having surgery on our right hands. So I've been practicing and doing things left-handed. And I've been practicing writing with my voice, which is so ironic because that's something I tell people who are nervous about writing or uncomfortable writing. I suggest that they talk. And I've often told people, if you can speak, you can write. And so I'll be doing that a lot this month, which is sort of fun. And not getting aggravated at my phone when it translates incorrectly because I'm not enunciating clearly. Hey, Miss M, how the heck are you? So glad you're here. You're grateful for your parents and your sister. That's good. Juliet, it's funny because my voice texts are terrible. And my daughter Emma is usually the one who receives them. And I said to her not long ago, "Hey, Emma, at my funeral, you're going to talk about how bad my voice to text is?" Because sometimes I don't know how Siri gets what I say as what she translates. Because not good, not right. I'm glad that you're doing okay. I'm so glad, Miss M. Thank you, Ninja. I'm glad that I was support for my surgery too. I'm very, very pleased. And I'm glad that I have a history of collecting people. I've been collecting people since I was a little girl. I would say that that's a blessing from a trauma response because my family, who I love dearly, who I was born into, when you're the fourth of six kids, and many of us come from big families, but when you're the fourth and the fifth is born 13 months later, and his birth kind of upsets a lot of things, and your dad is an alcoholic actively when you're a little kid, and your mom is trying to hold it together with a thin thread. I went around collecting people so that I could feel safe. And yes, you are my collection of people, Sally. I'm so glad that you're my collection of people. And I love when those collections of people like they get knit together and they're like, oh, that person knows that person, knows that person, knows that person. It's really fun. So that's really great. I'm thinking about my birthday because some of you know that on the 29th I'll be 64 and a half. And that's when I'll start my evening wonder walks. And so today, when I was sitting here waiting, I saw that Grounds for Sculptures, $5 a night at five, starting at 5 p.m. That will be starting. It's already going on until September. And I thought, what a beautiful place for a wonder walk, and I'd love to take you along if they allow that sort of thing there, because it's a beautiful outdoor sculpture garden, as is my other favorite place similar to that in the Hudson Valley, which I love so much, Storm King. So if I can get to those cool places, all the other walks will be great too, but I love to be in those places. But I'm going to be doing walking live streams at sunset for 6 months live. It's a big endeavor. But if I can hug 377 trees for 377 days in a row, I think I can walk live for 183 days in a row. And what a fun way to collect people. Yeah, we really do have a cool crew in here today. There's 13 likes and 13 people. If I could get up to 14 likes, that would make me happy because if you didn't know, I love the number seven and I love multiples of seven. So if you haven't liked yet, if you could just boop, put the thumbs up, that would make my day. It's sprinkling again here in whatever town I'm in, someplace in South Jersey, Southish Jersey. I've turned off the back roads. I'm near Glassboro, I think. For people who know New Jersey, the map of New Jersey, I'm close-ish to Glassboro right now. Oh, yes, you're right, Juliet. There's no 14. Thank you, thank you. This makes my day 1414 right at this minute. So wonderful. Anybody else want to step in with their intentions? When we're intentional, it simply means that we are purposeful, mindful, and your intentions can be what I call being intentions, which are how do you want to be this week? Do you want to be aggressive? Because some of you may. Do you want to be ambitious? I usually am, although I pretend I'm not. Do you want to be calm and peaceful? That's what I want to be this week. I'm going to put ambition onto the table. I can still see it, but I'm not going to be pushing myself too hard. And it's interesting because my daughter this morning when I was talking to her, I said, "Yeah, well, Samuel's coming in. I said, I can't wait for Samuel to get here and get to know Marlena more. You didn't hear me say that name. And she said, oh yeah, in September. I said, no, he's coming this week. I can't believe I forgot to tell you because my brain is like webbed right now. But I said, oh yes, he'll be here. He'll be staying here after my surgery. But we're getting, oh my goodness, you did, Vicky. So yes, my intention is to be a better communicator with my family and my loved ones and all y'all. Hi, Rhonda. Yes, and Lori, your intentions are to exercise and eat well all this week. That's fantastic. I'm also doing my anti-inflammatory diet this week. I'm grateful for that. Vicky, I'm grateful that you made this live. You're on the West Coast, East Coast together. Hooray. Okay, let's see. Oh, yes, Miss M. I'm in a health situation too. So, um, being patient, it's hard. And yes, yes, I'm with you on that. Being patient, being patient. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, says Vicky. Good morning, Julie and folks. Good morning, she says. I've met Vicky and I just met fairly recently. She was very active in the journaling episodes, which we will be picking up again the end of this month, end of July, and the end of August. She'll be going through summer doing those. I'm thinking of running them earlier this time. Not too early, Vicky. I'm thinking like at like 5:30 Eastern, 5:30 to 6:30 Eastern. So we'll see. Because some people on the East Coast, and I was going to ask Cheryl about that because I know that the 8 o'clock was late for some of my East Coast friends. So I'm trying to keep it at a time where most people can get the most benefit. Juliet says, I can never plan to attend or have a live, so it pops into my head while I'm working. I notice I'm meant to be here or there. I do the same thing. I lose track of time far too often. There's certain things I remember. So K and Row, I don't know if K and Row is still here. K and Row hiking happens. I always remember that they drop their weekly video 5 o'clock on Wednesday. I know that. So I try to get in during that first hour because they've been so supportive of me since I came back on YouTube. They've just been so supportive. So I don't know why I remember that so easily. Maybe it just kind of signifies the middle of the week. Not that I'm working at a 9 to 5 job. You're still creeping around. I know you're busy doing stuff. I know you have a life. Um, but I think it might be that it's a Wednesday, so it's the middle of the work week and it's 5. So it's like, for some reason I just had George Jetson come in my head. You know, George Jetson's the bell going off. It might be Fred Flintstone. One of them, when the bell went off at 5, everybody got in there. It was Fred, I believe. Maybe both of them. So that's what I was thinking. It's really easy to remember 5 o'clock on Wednesday for those movies. Okay, and also Cheryl is, chiming in with Lori, which is great. Exercise and eat well all week. Oh, you've been playing more, says Vicky. That's good. Oh, I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see the Appalachian Trail, Pennsylvania, Section 7. Is that when it's less rocky? Is that the cruisy part of Pennsylvania? I watch enough through hikers that I know more of the trail than I've actually been on. So, um, I'm excited too. Most of my through hikers now that I'm watching daily or close to daily are in New England. So I have a flip flopper I watch, and the other one is what she calls herself a long ass section hiker. You know what, Canro? It's section 7. I don't really know the geography of section 7. But do you know that phrase, Canro Lash, long ass section hiker? I know 2 people who are calling themselves long ass section hikers. Thank you, Miss M. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, pray for me, please. That'd be so appreciated. Samuel would never ask for such a thing, being his belief system, but I appreciate it on his behalf. He will help me later. Oh, I wonder if I'm cut off. My thing just said reconnecting. Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Okay, I think I'm still here. All right. I have 6 minutes left if I'm still connected. Oh my goodness. Yes, 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 you can hear me. Okay, that's good. That's what happens when you're parked in a fast food parking lot to do your live stream. You get sweaty, as you saw that very graceful swiping of my forehead. Thank you, Vicky. I appreciate that. Okay, Cheryl, you're still here. That's good. Enjoying your lunch break. Cheryl, I need to text you. I have a question for. Let me remind myself. Put that on my head. Text Cheryl. Text Cheryl. Text Cheryl because I have a question for you. That's one of the great things about YouTube. And I was talking. Oh, on Wednesday, y'all, I will be going live with Teacher Kelly Tag, and we're going to talk about more about George Washington. Well, I'll drop some fries off on the way, along with your along with some framed poems for you guys. Um, but I'll be going live with with Teacher Kelly Tab because we are nerds and we're both into young George Washington now. And so we are going to talk about George Washington and Mary Washington and history, and we're going to be all nerded out. So those of you who like history and like to talk about it, share your historical stuff, come on down because Kelly and I will be very excited. We were chatting. She chatted with me yesterday. We both saw the movie Young Washington, and she had some issues with it. I had some issues with it, but basically liked it. So she's Kelly's a Virginian, lifetime Virginian. And one thing I learned about from Kelly and from the movie, which is accurate, is that people from Virginia are very proud. I think guess we all are, hopefully proud of our states. But it's yeah, it's some serious business there in Virginia. They also filmed the movie in Ireland, so the landscape does not look like the landscape where Fairy Farm is. The house looks similar, and the interior, she was commenting on how good the interior looks. Thank you, archaeologists and historians. So, anyway, I'm not sure exactly when. Kelly's not here, so I can't ask her when we're going live, but we will be going live Wednesday. I'll probably put it on my a post tomorrow so that y'all can mark it on your calendars if you're serious and if you'd really if you really want to nerd out with history folk. But at some time, for me, amateur historian. But the thing with me is I get really passionate, and like she was talking to me about some subject about Mary Washington, and I was already googling it and sending her documents. So all right, we have about 2 more minutes to go. If you have any last minute gratitudes or intentions to share, this is your time to do it. I want to say I'm extremely grateful for each person who is here. If you like poetry, we'll be back on Wednesday um, at 4:30. So, Ninja said he's proud of being a Californian. Oh, you're proud of California, but you're not a Californian. Do you consider yourself a Californian? I consider myself a Californian. Um, and I can afford to live there. It's not that I want to choose. I won't choose to spend my money there necessarily right now. And I'm open to living there again. I'm so grateful you caught the live too, Lori. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Exercise and eat healthy. Yes. Yes, everyone have a fantastic day. I'm so blessed to have you in my life. Wherever you are, however you live. I want to say I used to say to my kids, make good choices, but I know you all will. I know that each person on this line will make important choices for the honor of each other and for the greater good. I know that you all will do that. Whew. All right. 1 more minute for those of you who are still here. There's 14 people still here and 16 people still here. You still have a chance to say what you're grateful for. You still have a chance to say what your intention is for the week. It is powerful to do so. Thank you. I'm looking forward to those safe travels. You're always from the San Francisco Bay Area. I was also born in the San Francisco Bay Area. Julie Trivia, I was born in the same hospital as Tom Hanks, Concord Community Hospital. It was a tiny little farm hospital when I was born there. Now it's a booming hospital, and he has even made contributions to it. But he's older than me. You're grateful for this Monday Live. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, Cheryl was born in Vallejo. Hit the love button and give Julia a hug. Yes, give Julia a hug. Thank you. I appreciate that. I will create excellent art. Yes, I will. I will be. I can make collage with my left hand only and hold it down with my right hand, hold the paper. I can glue, and I can do some of this stuff. I'm already thinking about how I can rig something to my right hand so I can type. We'll see what happens. It will all be fun, and I'll bring you all along with me. I'm glad to hear that this is a place you like to be on Mondays, Nancy. That makes my heart happy. All right, everybody, I'm going to, it's more cloudy now than when I first started this live. But I am exceptionally grateful that I got to spend time here. Hi, good to see you live with Gen X Values. I'm so glad that you're here. Is there anything you'd like to report in that you're grateful for this week? We're just about finishing up, but I would love it if you would state what you're grateful for today, because that's what we're all about. Gratitude and intentions. It is our party. It's okay. You're here. It's like you showing up here and saying hello is a way of stating your intention for more gratitude and to bring that into your life. It's okay. It's okay. You're right on time. I cannot count all the lives that I showed up to right at the end, but I believe it's perfect timing. Grateful for your mental health strategies. Fantastic in improving your life. And my video that'll be coming out, I believe, Tuesday or maybe even Thursday morning at this rate, because I'm doing 2 lives on Wednesday. I always try to balance it out as that. Your dad is buried in Martinez, Cheryl? I was in Martinez. Um, I was in Martinez the last time I was in California. So it must have been in February. I believe it was in February. I took the train to Martinez. No, it wasn't. I don't know when it might have been February. I had to get my birth certificate. The county seat's in Martinez. So, and it was really easy to get my birth certificate. Okay. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Okay, thank you. Life with Gen X Values is having a live tonight on mental health at 6 p.m. Eastern. So thank you. Not sure what situation I'll be in. Last time I knew, my internet has been down all weekend where I live. So we'll see what kind of conditions we're in up there. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for being here, y'all. And we will see you next week. And maybe on Wednesday for either Jen's live or my live for poetry. Thank you all so much for being here. Take good care.